Welcome back, everybody, to Excellent Adventures. We're not doing anything with Street Fighter V at the moment. We have world-renowned, world champion multiple times over in different Marvel games, Mr. Justin Wong.
What is up? We're going to talk about some gems today. Obviously, there's a new feature in Marvel Infinite where you have 6 gems. Obviously, if you know Marvel lore, the Infinity Gauntlet from Thanos pretty much, I guess, got stolen.
Really?
And all the gems everywhere. I mean,
They fell out.
Yeah, if you saw the
Thanos
movies,
had, I saw Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
You didn't see one?
I got like halfway into one and then kind of fell asleep.
Oh, well, there's a gem there. They show one of the gems there.
Really?
Yeah, a lot of the movies, they've been showing the gems. So I guess now they made a game where you're able to use the gems. What if Ryu had a gem? Is he going to be the best?
We'll find out. Okay, so we'll start with what, reality?
Yeah, reality is a really personal favorite of mine for just for beginners, and also I think also will stay in competitive play for a really long time. The reason why is because when you use the actual skill, it's a tracking little red fireball that's super slow.
But that doesn't cost any of your bar?
It doesn't, it's free.
You could just do that all the time?
You could literally just spam, you could do as long as there's one on the screen, you can't do a second one. You have to wait for it to, it's kind of finished. So let's say if we're right here, it's gonna disappear. But think about like how easy it is to kind of like just position stuff. Someone's gonna see this little red fireball and they're gonna be scared, they're gonna back off. Right, and also you can also cancel everything into stones.
Why would I cancel into a reality stone?
Because let's say if you do an unsafe move and someone was gonna punish you, right? Then you cancel your unsafe move into reality, which helps you cover that space, and you're able to just kind of like back up and like, okay, he didn't punish me, I didn't lose any life. And you can also do it in the air, at any height, any time, any button width, anytime you want.
Any button width? It doesn't even have to make contact.
Yeah, see? You could literally just do it anytime you want. There's a lot of freedom that this game has, so you can kind of cancel everything. And then you have the Infinity Storm, which is kind of like when your bar goes all the way max or past the check mark, you're able to activate it and the screen kind of goes kind of crazy. This is when your storm is, and anytime you press a button, an element comes out.
What?
Yeah.
But is that different for each character?
Each button is different. See?
Okay, but everybody gets that same.
Everybody gets this little indicator. So when you press light punch, you get this little thing you don't really notice, this little wind thing. But if you press heavy punch, you get this fire indicator. If you press light kick, you get the ice. And you press heavy kick, you get the thunder. And you can also do it from super jump height, and it will follow you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, but when the game starts, do you start with
You start with
reality?
nothing.
Okay.
You start with no bar.
No bar, no, and then this just builds, or your reality. What do you call it? The reality bar or the stone bar? What do you?
The gem bar.
Gem bar.
We call it the gem bar, and it builds up as the game progresses when you're getting hit.
Okay.
So it works the same way when you're playing like Street Fighter 4 with the Ultra system, where when you're getting hit, and it's gonna just go build up, build up, build up, and then obviously the timer is based off how much you build up and when you activate it, and you see it going down slowly.
Okay, and you can activate the Infinity Storm, whatever, mid combo.
Whenever you want, yes. Whenever you want, you can do it like this, anytime you want.
And then continue the combo with all of
with the fire stuff and everything.
Wow.
And the thunder and the light. Usually when you want to do probably combo, like I haven't figured out combo yet, but you could probably do like ice, and then you freeze them and then continue your combo from there.
Huh.
So it's definitely like something you want to experiment, but I would suggest for a lot of beginners, this is a very good stone to start out with, just because it just helps you just get in and maneuver yourself in a better way. See, like you can even like follow. You can even follow it. Like it's really good to start like your offense. See, so it's pretty good.
Okay. What's your process for let's say, exploring the Infinity Storm options of each gem?
So it really depends because everyone is different. So you have 6 gems, so we just cover reality. Another good one is, I would suggest power. Power is a very basic one that a lot of people can understand. It's pretty much like a get off of me move, but it's also used for a wall bounce, so it's a combo extender. So a lot of people can
So
just
it has
do
offense and defensive.
Yes. So this, and then that counts as an OTG as well. So you could pick them up and just start a combo from there.
Wait, so it's a wall bounce and an OTG?
Yeah. So let's say if you do wall bounce, and then they hit on the floor. Once they hit the floor, that counts as OTG. But you can prevent that by hitting them early.
Oh, before they hit the ground.
Yeah, before they hit the ground. And then now you save your OTG.
Ah, got it.
So this is really good because you can kind of use it like whenever you want. Like anytime in your combos, or if someone's like being really aggressive, you just do it. That's kind of, you could say that's kind of like your pseudo dragon punch. Yeah, see, like you see the range is really good. Like it hits really far.
So would you also be able to like use that as an anti-air when they're trying to
Yeah, so a lot of people, let's say you have like Iron Man air dashing in front of you, you could just really see that hitbox. Like anything with the purple, that's literally like, don't touch me. You're gonna get smacked.
So how would you practice that?
How would I practice? Let's see, I could go to record. This is actually my first time doing this. Okay. Wait, how do I press that button?
Oh, what? L3 is to record.
We hit L3.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Done. And then you hit R3, right? Okay, there we go. We're good.
Oh.
So then,
I like that.
Close to you. Boom. Get off of me.
Huh.
Boom. Get off of me.
It even traded.
Yeah, but you still get a full combo. You get a full combo still. See?
Huh.
So that's really good. Good damage as well too. If you think about it.
Oh, how much damage does it do?
So let's say if someone attacks you, boom. Let's do a basic combo. You know, and then obviously you have the ground bounce right there too, so you continue your combo as well.
Okay. So now,
Add a little super in there. That's actually pretty good damage for a defensive DP if you think
Not
about
bad.
it. Yeah. Okay, so now the Power Storm, which is something that a lot of people are probably going to use combo videos for, which anytime you hit them, you strike harder, but also your ground bounce and wall bounces are unlimited.
Wait, can we turn on attack data so we can see maybe like the difference between,
Oh, yes.
you know, like the damage increase?
Okay, let's see. Where am I going? Here, yeah. Okay, so now, let's take jab. That's 300,
Okay.
390.
So that's an increase of 20%?
Yeah, see, so like, obviously all the attacks, you can kind of see the screen shaking. And so then when you activate it, what's really good is that you can kind of just do like a bunch of wall bounce and stuff, like a bunch of ground bounce. So like a lot of times you can, if you do jump D, which is like your spike, you kind of spike a lot.
So when the screen shakes, that's an indicator that it's
That you're using the Power Stone, but as you're pressing the buttons, your Power Stone goes away faster.
Oh.
So it balances it out because it does too much damage, and you could probably kill a whole team. You know, it's kind of like their X Factor. But if you save it, and if you like use it, for the end, and you use it, it's really good for comebacks. But at least you don't kill a whole team, like Marvel 3 used to do. Like it literally, you go
'Cause it'll
red.
run out.
Yeah, it will run out eventually. You see, so you kind of use it sparingly. So it's really good just for like comeback factors. I think a lot of people that's starting out the game, just playing, would love that just feature because you hit harder, and also you have something abusable, which kind of can help a lot.
But is it possible to get more than one Infinity Storm per game?
Yes.
Ah.
So usually, let's say you're getting beat up. You have two characters. If your first character, before he dies, you use it, and then when your second character comes in, you still have a whole life bar, and you'll gain that back to half.
Oh, right. Okay.
So you could do half-half. You can't do full.
Oh, interesting.
So-
okay, so basically, like, if you can prevent it, you should 100% use Power Stone, or use your Infinity Storm before you die.
Yep.
Before each character dies, if you can.
Yes.
Because
You get another one.
you get another one. But what if he dies with fully powered up? The new character doesn't have it.
No, the new character has it,
Oh,
but,
okay.
but it doesn't build. You won't build a second one.
Got it. Because they won't have enough life to get the second one again.
Yeah, there's no like focus attack, or like use of like if you use your gem, you don't build it from that.
Huh.
So it's one of those things that you kind of have to like really get beat up for, and kind of just remember that you have that gem ready to activate. And also, when you activate your storm, the other person can't activate their storm.
What?
Yeah.
So you can, let's say, as a maybe last-ditch attempt to save your character, you could activate Infinity Storm and then prevent them from doing it?
So let's say you're coming in, your
Yeah.
second character's coming in, and you're like desperately need this combat, this power activation. I can kill your character, activate mines. You come in, you can't activate yours because mine's active.
Whoa.
Yeah. So then we'll get into that, and we'll get into to a gem that really complements that. So time is really good for the people that like to play the keep away, because you have it's an air dash. It's a mobility option. So it gives characters that don't have a air dash now an air dash. So Ryu actually has mobility options now because he cannot.
Wait, he doesn't have an air dash?
No, he does not have an air dash.
Oh.
So you can do up to 3 times in the air, 3 actions, and that's it. So this is really good just for if let's say if you're in a corner, someone's pressuring you, boom. Because
You can't get hit out of that?
no, you cannot get hit. It's completely invincible during the animation. These gems, man, you gotta know about the Marvel lore. These gems are actually supposed to be overpowered.
Okay.
And this is something you've probably seen from the old games. The storm for this is a custom combo.
Ooh.
So when you activate it, right? You pretty much can do custom combos.
Huh.
So you know how this is like the
Paint
CVS2
Defense. Yeah.
Paint Defense.
Yeah.
So you can do this until your gem goes down, you know?
And it looks like it's using up,
Is using the meter as well.
but it doesn't
Every
even
hit.
seem like it's using that much meter.
Not as much as power because eventually there's damage scaling. So eventually it's gonna not do that much. Like obviously the first couple of hits, if you look, it's gonna do a lot, but eventually it just goes down little by little. You know?
Huh. So you can, and then you would be able to tag.
So what I would do is I would do like all the hits and do level 3. So let's say this is his level 3. Okay. So activate, and you do. Right, something like that. That's kind of what my comeback combo would be.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's basically almost, I mean,
That's 8,000. So that's the 80%. So, and not every character can utilize this gem. This is more of like a depending on the characters. Because I think if Ryu, I don't know if he could do it. Can he do it? Oh, he could do it. Yeah, he could do it. So some characters don't have advancing normals that can help them do that. So because of that, you won't be able to do that type of easy mode combo. So you kind of want to experiment before using this gem, because it depends on the character.
okay, so you can think of, would you say that as a new player, it's better to start with a character that you like or a gem that you like?
I would say start with a character you like, and then, because I think everyone will just fiddle around gems. I feel like in the high level, everyone will be able to use all 6 eventually.
For each of their characters?
Yes.
Okay, so you would pick you have your team, And in the early days, maybe you personally like Reality and Power Stone, but you feel like on a longer timeline, people will stick with their teams but switch gems based on, let's say, the team or the player that they're fighting.
So you know how in Street Fighter or fighting games there's counter picks. There's gonna be gem counter picks. So each gem actually counters each other.
Really?
So let's say Reality has its homing fireball. How can I escape that? Time. Yeah, see? That's a counter. And think, you know how like time also, and also in the storm, you have all the crazy stuff in the storm and you have like the lightning, the fire. Time can just go through all that. Time gem, time gem, time gem.
Right.
So everyone has a counter.
Do you think that there's gonna be situations where people do like blind
I think so.
picks?
I actually think so.
Because
There's no
otherwise
ruling
it's
right
gonna
now,
be like
but
a standoff.
yeah, I think there will be counter picks for sure.
But even then, like, wouldn't you say that some characters or teams are kind of built to largely benefit from one gem or another? So if you were to counter that gem, then wouldn't the player kind of have to just, in theory, like switch the whole team up?
That's true, but there's also gems that work with any character. Obviously, if you think about Reality, you can't go wrong with a homing fireball.
Right.
With Power, automatic wall bounce. Like those are like just gems that can work on any team. The only ones that are difficult are more of like time, space, mind, and soul. So space is really cheap. I think space is one of those things that will get a lot of people mad. So
I like that.
So this, it just drags you in, which I don't think is that great. So it's like, let's say you drag someone in like that, like they come closer. So I don't really care about this. But let's say how we talked about, you want to activate your gem if someone's about to come in and they desperately need to activate their gem, right? And you're like, oh no, like I don't want them to come in with their power and just activate and try to make a comeback on me, right? So what you're supposed to do here is, let's say you activate, right? They're in this box. They can only jump out. They can't jump out. They have to stay in this box. So if you try to jump out, you cannot pass this. Like there's a ceiling, left, right, down. You stay in this box. Think about it. That's cheap. That's cheap, right?
And you would essentially be able to do that twice per game, one for each character, maybe.
Yes. So now when you're thinking about, but think about it like this. They're in this box. What happens if I kill this character though? It goes away, right? But I'm still active and...
Whoa.
That's cheap. Now you can't activate your gem. You have to take the space and there's no drain down. I don't drain down.
That's
a game changer, right?
That is a game changer.
Yeah. So that...
I would be mad.
You would be mad. You're winning and all of a sudden they put you in this box to limit you from just doing whatever you want. You can't even do combos anymore. You actually just have to defend. So now, if you had to counterpick a gem, what would you use? I would use power. Because if they get close to me, I can just pretty much spam. You can't use time.
Because you're just like...
Yeah, because you can't use time because you can't escape. You have to stay in there. So I would use power
to counter space.
Yeah. So it gets a little complicated with all the gems because there's so many different type of gems and you can really...
That's interesting.
Yeah. So space is one of those guys where if you're that type of dude...
Yeah.
You know,
you seem like that kind of guy, Justin. I know
I'm not that type of guy. I'm more of a reality and power guy. But I would be mad if I lost in a tournament to a space user. You know what I mean? If you're a space user, don't talk to me. You know what I mean?
Huh.
Yeah, and Soul is a good combo. Like good for combos, good for those combo videos. So before we go into the, like, say, the trigger, let me put that life back. Oops. You can do, oops, no, not yet. This. So what this does, you gain life back. You can steal their life, and you get life back for yourself.
Oh, okay. So maybe set his health to, yeah.
So you get.
Is that just 1-to-1?
Yeah, it's 1-to-1. So what's good is also you can also combo into it as well to get life back. So it's kind of good, and the range is really good too. Right? Look, see, this range is pretty good. It's almost like full screen. You can kind of jump as well, which is really well. See, look, I'm getting all my life back, right?
Huh. That's encouraging.
right?
There's so many times, I mean, you know, you've been in plenty of situations, right, where you make like a comeback, a 0% comeback, a 1%, you know, so having just, you know, whatever, how much does it do? 300, 500? Or?
No, it's 500.
Okay, yeah, so like, that's 5%, right?
Yeah.
So getting an extra 5% could be like super significant.
Yeah. So now Soul, what's really good about Soul is the storm. So now in old games, the character usually just disappears, but Ryu's just chilling in the background.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. So when you activate it, he comes back to life, and you can control both.
What?
Yeah, you can control both. See, I'm controlling both.
Ah.
We're doing the supers at the same time. This is a feature from Marvel vs. Capcom 1. You're able to bring in two characters.
Oh, right, yeah.
And just go completely ham. So this is the benefits. And also after it's done, he still stays in the game.
Uh-huh.
So now he's back. He's
So
back with a vengeance.
So you might have to, okay. Could you use it twice though?
You could use it twice.
So you would have to kill this dude like 4.
So the thing is, the reason why you could use it twice is because let's say you still have both characters active, you could still bring in your second character, like, and still fight. They don't have to die. You see? See? They're not dead. None of them were dead. So they came in, we're chilling, we're about to fight.
Huh.
See, it's like, I'm just making up combos. See? Kind of cool. This is a very difficult concept gem.
Right.
I don't think a lot of people can pull off this gem quite yet, or in a high level, like maybe like in the first couple months.
Right.
It's one of those things that's gonna take time.
That's pretty deep.
Yeah, it's definitely deep, and it's kind of they had to bring some type of Dark Phoenix mechanic back, right?
Do you think there's, can you think of, have you thought about like characters that would benefit from like the soul gem in particular?
So you would want two characters that don't have conflicting motions.
So that when you have both on the screen
Yeah.
and you did get an opening, you would be able to
Yeah.
essentially double up your
So let's say
damage?
Ryu's Fireball super is Hadouken 2 punches. So you have this beam, the other character doesn't have a super, so you can use that as offense. So you could, let's say, get close to them, overhead, low, you know? So you have to find a character that doesn't have a super that have 2 punches.
Oh, okay. So that you're not both
Yeah.
doing the super with 2 punches.
Yes.
Interesting.
So that's why it's a little harder. And then we're at the Mind Gem, last gem. And Mind Gem is, I personally think, is the weakest gem. So what the skill is a command grab. So this is a command grab. You can't block this. So this is a command grab, and you wake up
Ground
dizzy.
What?
Yeah. So you get a free combo.
Okay.
But you would think that's good.
Seems good.
But look how much damage I'm doing after though.
Oh, because of the scaling.
The scaling is really, really bad. It's really, really bad.
Huh.
So it's cool that every character now has a command grab if you use the Mind Gem, but I feel like the damage is not worth it. It's really not, because it's like tickle.
Right.
It's really
it doesn't-
tickle.
in a game where you know you can do like 80% off of like 2 bars, that really doesn't do game-changing damage.
But what's really good about the Mind Gem is that you have infinite meter now, so it's gonna build up every time. So after it's done, it builds up. So as long as that's active, you could keep. So pretty much it's one of those things that you just super. So you have to find characters that can really benefit from just spamming supers. So if you think about like Marvel 3, you have Hawkeye. He's throwing arrows all day. Hawkeye might benefit with Mind Gem because you could just keep just sniping arrows and putting stuff on the screen. So characters that can benefit by using their supers as tools to make them stronger as a whole, it would benefit from Mind. But most characters, not many characters can benefit from Mind though, personally, I think.
Okay, so in order to, let's say that you were like, nah, Mind Gem is for me, then maybe you would go through each of the characters as a new player and then see what their supers do.
Yeah.
And then see if they would be useful if you could just spam it, or if they weren't, because maybe there's some like command grab supers that maybe, I don't even know if there are command grab supers, but I'm just assuming like maybe that wouldn't be as useful as like what you're saying, where if you had a character that could just put a bunch of stuff on the screen with super.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, so it really depends on the character. So let's say my best suggestion would be Rocket Raccoon because
Okay.
he lays a trap. So think about it, he could put all the traps on the floor. So we pick Rocket Raccoon and then let's say Hawkeye.
So when you're building a team, you basically have to find characters that are going to be able to utilize the gem.
Yeah, some characters cannot use every gem. So this is the trap, right? So since you have this, you could kind of like just put the trap there and it's just chilling, right? And then the only way for you to get hit is that, right? And then you activate again, and then keep doing it. So it's like a support. It's a really good support. Stuff like this, very support. Do it again. When you activate it, you can keep just spamming super. See, you see it's gradually growing up.
And it'll just restart at 4.
No, it'll regen.
Oh, it regens. Okay, got it.
So that's kind of what like.
And it lasts forever.
Yeah, it's actually a long time. So I feel like it's still personally the weakest, just because all you have to do is just hold back. But
is there chip damage? Like if this is...
So the only way you do chip damage in this game, chip damage is very minimal. It's not as big. But if you want to do massive chip damage, if you catch the opponent holding up back, jumping back like this, and then you make them block a special move, the chip damage is very high.
Why is chip damage higher in the air?
Don't ask me.
Okay.
We could try to put that. We'll see. Let's see. Maybe jump. All guard. See how much damage that does?
66. Okay.
So let's say if they're say on the ground. Oops. 33.
So blocking in the air does twice the amount of chip damage?
Yes. The reason why I'm thinking that they put this is because they don't want people to play very defensive. They want more aggressive play. So if you jump back...
Wait, they don't want like a Evo finals where like both players are...
doing fireballs and running away and you can't catch them.
Sounds familiar. How do you feel about that? You feel victimized? You feel like you got singled out?
I do feel victimized for that because, I like to escape. The Marvel is a game of evasion. So you're telling me that I can't evade without taking any chances.
You have to fight like a man now, Justin.
That's why I play Nova. That's a man character.
Yeah?
Yeah. But that is how all the 6 gems work. And I do believe that reality and power is the choice for beginners. That's
Reality
for sure.
and power. Okay. Well, I'm going to start with those and then move on to being able to be that dude that...
Don't pick space.
That puts Justin Wong in a box.
Don't put me in a box. That's bad. That's actually bad. That is cheap, man. If you think about it, box is pretty cheap. If you think about it,
I like it.
You kill a character and they come in the box again. That's cheap.
I mean, this Thanos dude, he really. I feel bad for him now that he lost all his little stones.
He lost his little stones.
He lost his stones. Where'd they go? It's okay. I'll pick them up. I'll find them. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Justin. That was a crash course on gems in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with more with Justin Wong. See ya. All right, guys, that about wraps it up for this episode. If you like what you see, please do us a favor, hit the like button, leave a comment, let us know what you think. Hit the subscribe button to follow us here on YouTube and hit that little bell next to it if you're not quite sure what that does. It lets us go deep into your phone when we have a new episode. And if you want to check out new episodes of this show, as well as a slew of other content that we have coming down the pipe, from the reads, the recipe, excellent adventures, cross-counter training, all kinds of good stuff, all you gotta do is go to crosscounter.tv and use coupon code INFINITE to get a free special something. Justin Wong, where do people go for more Justin Wong?
You go to twitter.com/jwong with 3 Gs, and pretty much I'll be at every tournament possible because that's my life, just traveling around like the World Warrior, going on. I'll be in New York this weekend, and I'll be in Taiwan, Cali, wherever I need to be, I'll be there.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to come down here. Follow this man as he destroys people in this game and many others all around the world. Thanks for watching. See you later. You are a Marvel vs. Capcom 2 World Champion, a Marvel vs. Capcom 3 World Champion. But you're essentially like the 1% of Marvel players.
Yeah.
Like the 1% of 1%. What about the people, Justin? What about me? I'm the inverse of that.
I think you should pick Ghost Rider.
Really?
Yeah, because literally, I think he's really good. I think.
Well, see, I mean, the guy's got a flaming skull and rides a motorcycle with a black leather jacket. Like, how could he be bad? He's number one, always winning the fashion game.
So I think the tag assist should be second. So your offense should be your first, because you want to land the hit first, right? So let's say you land the hit, you finish your combo into a super, and then you tag in and you use your support character to set up shot. So let's say I do a combo like this, go to super. So now I have 3 orbs, right? You know, so I can set up shot. Everyone will probably get destroyed by tag, because the only reason why is because tag is a hit. So let's say if I jump over you, see that you would think that's a cross up, because you see how your character turns around, but it's a fake cross up. It's not a cross up.
Fake cross up.
So time is really good for the people that like to play the keep away, because you have it's an air dash. It's a mobility option. So it gives characters that don't have a air dash now an air dash. Let's say you activate, right? They're in this box. They can only jump out. They can't jump out. They have to stay in this box. So if you try to jump out, you cannot pass this. Like, there's a ceiling, left, right, down. You stay in this box. Think about it. That's cheap. So now Soul, what's really good about Soul is the storm. So now in old games, the character usually just disappears. But Ryu's just chilling in the background.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. So when you activate it, he comes back to life. And you can control both.
What?
Yeah, you can control both. See, I'm controlling both. We're doing the supers at the same time. This is a feature from Marvel vs. Capcom 1. That's level 3.
It's strangely satisfying.
You're just looking at it like, wait.
There's no sort of destruction. It's almost like a reverse raging demon where you just like look at this dude and then